So this past Thursday, Rockstar has shown the community how stingy they can be with this drip feed. So for the new drip feed, they have not added a new vehicle, and this update has been out for about 5 weeks. Any other update besides maybe the last update, that being the Criminal Enterprise update, any other update would have had 5 cars per week for the drip feed. But we've only received 2 vehicles in the past 5 weeks of the drip feed. That being the Tahoma, which we all won as a community, which was community for the heist challenge that happened in November, so that was a given. And then the Power Surge. And I understand that this wasn't the biggest update Rockstar has released, so they want people to come back to the game. And there's not a lot of real replay value with this update besides the Acid Lab, but nobody is actually replaying the first dose missions unless there's an incentive. All that being said, it does make sense why they're drip feeding so much content, but it's the fact that they're purposely stretching out the drip feed. That's my issue. Because they have not drip fed any vehicles besides the Power Surge during the snow for GTA Online. Maybe Rockstar wanted players to be more, I guess, focused on like the Snowman collectible or the Gooch random event or the Die Hard random event. So they didn't want us to be too focused on the drip fed content for this DLC. But honestly, if it didn't stop them for the Halloween event, why would it stop them for the Christmas event? And also, there is a lot of drip fed content right now. There's 11 vehicles that have not been released for this update. So we have to wait basically 3 months to get all the vehicles into the game. And we could have had that cut in half if they released vehicles throughout December, but they didn't. If anything, they added a vehicle, and then it was a limited time thing, and they got rid of it. We'll get into that later, but just saying, like, how are you going to add a vehicle, then get rid of it, like, 2 weeks later? But as you can see here on this headline from the Newswire, it says, discover their new gun van and bolster your arsenal at unregulated prices. Pick up the railgun, earn rare rewards on first dose missions in hard mode, fight dirty in the community series, and more. A part of the drip feed, they added the gun van. The gun van, I went over this in my review for the DLC. And basically, the gun van is like a traveling store, basically, kind of like Mad Mazar was in Red Dead Online, a traveling merchant, and you can like buy, I guess, rare guns, whatever. It's basically like ammunition, except there's like guns that aren't sold in ammunition, and the railgun is in the gun van, and that was added to GTA Online after 8 years because it was part of the PS4 Xbox One version. But I guess Rockstar realized, hey, this was once overpowered, but now it's kind of mediocre compared to all the other weaponized vehicles like the Oppressor Mark II, the Kanjali, the Laser, the Hydra. So we may as well add the free mode for GTA Online, which is cool, and it kind of balances out PvP. But honestly, most players are just going to use the railgun in PvP for about a few hours, then get bored, then come back to the game next week. They didn't add any new vehicles this week's drip feed. The drip feed is so bad that they're drip feeding difficulties for already, published missions, that being the first dose missions. The first dose missions have been in the game since the launch of this update a month ago. So they've been in the game for over a month, and they're just now adding a hard difficulty. But any other mission naturally has a hard difficulty. And the incentive to play the hard difficulty missions is that there's cosmetic rewards, like liveries. I believe there's a few t-shirts, I could be wrong, but mainly liveries for vehicles. As you can see here at the bottom of this paragraph, it says, the first dose hard mode event runs through February 8th, so you'll have plenty of time to get your hands on the following rewards, all delivered before February 17th. So the event itself ends February 8th, but you'll get your prizes or rewards or whatever by February 17th. So you can do all the challenges for the hard mode missions, and you will probably have to wait over a month just to get some liveries on a car. Are you serious? And the liveries aren't really that great except for one, but I'll get into that in a minute. So right here you see the Acid Lab, the MTL Brigade 6x6. The livery is the Green Fooligans MTL, which is cool looking, I guess. And to get this, you have to complete any first dose mission on hard difficulty. And that shouldn't be too hard to do, considering that you can just do one mission just to get this livery. But I don't really think the livery is that great looking. But then moving on, we have the Safari Ranger Overflod Entity MT livery. So to get this, you have to complete 3 different first dose missions on hard difficulty. Again, not too difficult. And then right here, we have the Speed Demon Urmok Cypher livery. Complete any first dose mission on hard difficulty in less than 10 minutes. And you may be thinking to yourselves, well, the missions are pretty long, but you can just skip the cutscenes. So again, this is pretty easy to get. And this is what pisses me off right here. So, the Kasami Drifter Anis 300R livery. Complete any first dose mission on hard difficulty without dying. Again, that shouldn't be too hard to do, even with hard difficulty. But what pisses me off is that this car was added on day 1 of the DLC, and it was a limited time thing only. That being, you cannot buy it right now. If you open Legendary Motorsports, this car is not there because it was only available for 2 weeks. It was basically a fear of missing out bullshit. So if you did not purchase this vehicle between December 14th to December 28th, you're basically fucked. And there's basically no reason to try to do this challenge. And that's so stupid. It's like Rockstar is finding ways to piss off fans. So you can do all these challenges and you can't purchase this vehicle. But you'll have the livery, but you don't have the vehicle, so the livery is just in limbo. It's just in purgatory, essentially. So yeah, this drip-fed content Rockstar is doing is honestly, it's terrible. It's really scummy. Honestly, I don't even know if they play their own game. Like, they don't understand the lack of content. Like, yeah, we have the Acid Lab sale missions. Obviously, everyone's doing those, but honestly, what else do we have? We're doing all these sale missions for what? For cars that aren't going to be drip fed until 3 weeks later? Hopefully next week we will get some more drip fed content, that being the cars. There's also going to be the 50 car garage. I'm in desperate need of that because I have no garage space. And also we're going to be getting the taxi business and also some smaller free roam random events that will be available through drip feed, random events, random missions, and free roam. But yeah, that's just all my thoughts about this. I think this drip feed is really stupid. And they are purposely just stretching out the drip feed longer than it needs to be. But yeah, with all that out of the way, I hope you guys did go and enjoy this video. Like and comment, be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yeah, with all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.